Good evening. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your financial market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening as we're here now on Monday, the 31st of July, 2023. It's a little later, getting on about 7:15 or so, 7:20. Interesting day, quiet. Are we going to enter a quiet period in August? Hard to tell. We have the jobs report this week, the JOLTS report as well, so the labor turnover and job openings, that's all there. ADP numbers will come out, unemployment claims again. So you got a lot of labor coming at you this week. The market has gone up and it's gotten fairly quiet, but it's been a heck of a run. This market has blown out the bears. They have thrown in the towel en masse, the ones I read. I'm sure that there's still some there. Some people are now saying, now that that's happened, the market is vulnerable to a break, and they're right. Nothing grows to the sky, and you're up to old zones that are resistance. Example, look at this area here. You've come back to that area. So that's what they're saying. You have almost unabated since March, just gone straight up. Markets sometimes like to correct, and traders are saying maybe that's what's going to happen for the balance of August. Hard to tell. We're not in August yet. When I look at this chart action, I get the argument of the sideways action. You can see the pretty big picture of it. You have a pattern of a higher high, lower low. I get that. You've stayed over the 18-day average, so you have to have a bullish bias in the market. When you've gotten to Bollinger Bands, you've been thrown back by them only to recover later, and momentum is still embedded. So to get me thinking a correction's going to come, you have to get the red number under 79 on a closing basis. Get that, and I join that parade. Until then, I'm not there. The micro mini is already in a corrective mode. It's now got numbers that are 68. You know, if you're bullish and you buy here, you're going to be overbought with any reading over 70 the way that I teach charting. That doesn't mean you can't go higher into the 16,108 level, but it's a hard market to want to chase at these levels, and I think that's what's happening. I think volume is going to slip away a little bit. You're still with the fully embedded reading. The ones that I buy, if you're going to reach, are the ones that have the embedded readings. Until the red line's under 79, they're screaming at you, you can buy the breaks and the market's going to give you to try at a bounce. But if they get that close under it, be careful, because you open the door up for the 18-day average of closes, and you're just plain overbought in the Russell, not even trying to embed yet. In the T-bond market, you are getting to the point here where you're oversold. Any reading the way I teach charting under 30 in the slow stochastic is oversold. I don't think oversold markets attract new money. Embed, and I think they do, but this market doesn't like to embed. It gets down there for short periods of time, then it bounces away, as so many people are believing that the Fed will blink and interest rates are going to fall, but they haven't recently. In fact, if anything, you're back down to yields you haven't seen in a while. I think that this week will be an interesting week to see all these jobs reports and what they do to this. Get over these highs right here on the 5-year note. You don't want to be short anymore. The dollar's caught a bid in large part because yields are still staying relatively high and the economy's firing. It's a Goldilocks environment. And what that does is put resistance now at 101.91 up to the upper Bollinger Band, but you are overbought and you're oversold in the euro. In the British pound, the third, which I think is Thursday if I'm right, we get the, let's see, tomorrow's Tuesday. Yep, the third is Thursday. We get the Bank of England telling us what they want to do. It's widely expected a minimum of 25 basis point hike, possibly a surprise of 50. Look for resistance up here, but again, I wouldn't tell my traders two things. Number one, go through the report, no. Number two, you're oversold. That's a hard market to want to be short, and you're against the Bollinger Band. Bitcoin still is bearish to me, fully embedded reading. Rallies, I think, are still being sold, and the bigger supports 28,676 to 28,616. Brent versus WTI, look at how the spread's narrowing the prices in on them. Still very bullish with an embedded reading here. Each break is getting bought. Ever since you had the bullish crossover of the 18 over the 200, the market's gone up and followed the classic pattern of making new highs off of that. Same here. Gasoline today fell into the key moving average of a buy. It had dropped earlier in the day and just got away from that buy number, just missed it. Last night's number would have been perfect on it, by the way, had it not adjusted itself. And it came back with good gains. It is still a bull market. And in nat gas, I think you stay away from this right now. I was just reading how the tanker prices have doubled in price in the past couple of months. $268,000 a day if you're bidding over the next few months, a day for a big tanker to hold nat gas, and people are using it for storage. Can you imagine that? All the millions, but of course that gas is worth a lot of money, and these tankers, these liquefied tankers are huge. They really carry a lot, and where do you think they're going to hang around? Probably Europe. You hit it, and a lot of it's going to be ours that we put in it. So if you'd like to keep up with what I do, a simple way to do it is on this, look at the bottom right, you will see YouTube, a button there. Give it a click, the blue button. You can subscribe right there and watch us right through this every time I post the subscriber video. These are not subscriber videos. The subscriber video, you also get notice if you've signed up for it on YouTube. So it comes out to you as I do them. I'm Ira Epstein. You have yourself a great day, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Take care.